Okay, week 9 of 2024. Let's have a look. February 25th through the 2nd of March, and this is a leap year. What the heck is a leap year, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. Leap year, the simple explanation. The Earth circles around the Sun in about 365.25 days, and this is a period known as a solar year. However, our calendar typically simplifies this to 365 days. And to compensate for that extra 0.25 of a day we leave out each year, we insert an additional day into our calendar around every fourth year. And we call this a leap year. So there's a little bit more. We have leap year and Julius Caesar. What do those two have to do with each other? What Julius Caesar is essentially the inventor of leap year. But we'll go into this. While in Egypt, Caesar was convinced about the superiority of the Egyptian solar calendar. And this calendar had 365 days and occasionally included an extra month based on their astronomers' observations of the night sky. So, along with a philosopher from Alexandria, Caesar made a crucial change. They decided to add an extra day every 4 years. And in line with Roman customs of altering February's duration, this additional day would be placed in the year's second month. So we have a leap day. To compensate for missed former screw ups on the calendar system, Caesar introduced two extended months to the year 46 BCE, and then from January 1st, 45 BCE, the Julian calendar came into effect. So there you have it. Leap year. Okay, so back to this week's astro stuff. All right. On the 25th, we start the week with the Sun sharing space with Pluto, Mars, and Venus in the fourth house. The Sun is in Pisces, and it arrived there last week on the 18th at 8:16 p.m., and there it shall stay until March 19th at 8:10 p.m. We've talked about Pisces in the fourth house already. And do you remember what they mean? Here's a hint. For the fourth house, home, family, and father. There's more to it, of course, and we'll get to that in depth in a future episode. Each sign has a different characteristic, each planet, each house, etc. These episodes are slowly introducing you to each, but eventually we'll cover every single one of these on its own and in its own episode. Let's go on to this week's insights. On the 25th, a couple of things from Jupiter we should be aware of. Jupiter square Venus. Even the difficult aspects, such as this, between Venus and Jupiter are not as challenging as other planetary combinations. There can be a tendency towards laziness and overindulgence and wastefulness. Jupiter square Mars. You need to be aware that arrogant behavior won't win you friends or favors. Jupiter is also hanging out in the 12th house, and that's the house of undoing, so it's just good to be aware of this. By the 29th, Jupiter is opposition to the moon and in the first house, so everything from the 25th should settle down a bit. But the moon indicates that you may have to engage in a little give and take, cooperation, negotiation. And that's not bad, really. All right. Okay, Geminis. We're going to go cruise through until the 28th unscathed. Do your thing, but be aware of the moon on the 28th. Our moon placement on the 28th, don't be smug or arrogant, or you're bound to screw things up. On the 28th, the sun cautions us to be careful to not risk injury. On the 1st, the moon through the fourth house indicates a good time to chill at home. Get some simple things done, maybe dabble in some art or reading. On the 2nd, you're in tune to those around you. If you try, you could be very well in tune into their wavelengths, sense their moods, etc. It's almost as if you feel as if you could read their minds. Have fun with it. All right. Well, that's it for now. Thanks for joining me, and catch you next week. Later.